Around 6 p.m. yesterday, there was a two-vehicle car crash. One driver fell off all the way into that gas station now, as you guys can take a look behind me. This is one of the busiest intersections here. We have a major ABC 7 traffic alert where the 405 and the 710 meet. My name is Jaramillo. I'm a reporter. Tonight's assignment is go undercover to firsthand experience what it's like to sleep at the Salvation Army. The investigation continues on. We have San Angelo Police Department here also contributing with their Thursday Thoughts, saying take responsibility for your life, your health, and your safety. Yesterday at 3 o'clock, when little Jose Dominguez was standing right here with his babysitter, and then all of a sudden his toy fell off to the river. City council members discussed that ordinance this morning, and it is in regards to school zoning. So I'm gonna just read you a little bit about what the old ordinance used to have. Why did you agree to do this interview with me today?
At first I was a little bit afraid to do an interview and say I'm a dreamer, because there have been dreamers that have been detained.
Ricky, we're heading out the door right now. What are the 3 things that we must know?
Must know, that's what I like.
Y de acuerdo a las estadísticas de la línea de transportación Metro, el 22% de los usuarios. Poco caliente, pero habrá muchos cambios. Su resumen de noticias: hay posibilidades de lluvia, esos vientos ventosos siguen a nuestra área, mucho calor para la próxima semana con temperaturas a 91 grados, el martes 93. Callejas came to the U.S. when he was only 1. Now, a sophomore at Angelo State University. His biggest fear isn't failing an exam, but rather leaving before his time is up.
They grew up in just a small one-bedroom house. It didn't have a floor, it was dirt floor, no electricity, no running water. There wasn't a lot of work for them there. There wasn't a lot of opportunity.
19-year-old Pascual Callejas spends hours studying to be a lawyer, leaving him very little time to worry about his future.
If I was to be deported going to a country I don't know, a country I haven't grown up in, and I think I'd struggle heavily.
Years ago, Pascual's parents left Mexico and searched for the American dream. His dreams came true in 2014 after a policy made under the Obama administration gave him a chance to further his education. It was a policy now President Trump said he would support.
But there have been cases where certain people have been deported. But I think it's been a small individual basis, and while it does establish a bit of fear in other dreamers and other DACA recipients, I think and I hope he will keep protecting the program and not do away with it.
Why did you agree to do this interview with me today?
At first I was a little bit afraid to do an interview and say I'm a dreamer, because there have been dreamers that have been detained and have been deported.
But these fears don't stop him from dreaming of a better life for his family. Instead, it's all the motivation he needs to keep moving forward.
I mean, keep them in the back of your head, but use them as motivation. Use them to pursue your dreams. Use them to pursue what you want to do.
So Pascual, if you had President Trump here, what would you tell him?
I would tell him to protect DACA, to protect the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, and to protect dreamers, and to allow them to live in the U.S. and to work and to pursue their dreams, to not do away with it, to be open-minded and allow for this program to continue.
Callejas isn't alone. He's one of 750,000 students who are at risk of being deported. Reporting from the Satellite Center, I'm Sally Jaramillo.
The Salvation Army is a worldwide religious and charitable organization, motivated by the love of God and concern for the needs of humanity. The Army's tradition of helping those in need began more than 150 years ago. Members of the Salvation Army serve the poor and needy in over 100 countries. Its purpose? Provide a warm meal, shower, and shelter for those in need.
My name is Sally Jaramillo. I'm a reporter. Tonight's assignment is go undercover to firsthand experience what it's like to sleep at the Salvation Army. Outfit change, just a few more steps, and then I'm ready to go. I didn't think that they were actually going to give me stuff, and Sharon actually provided me with a lot of goodies. So I actually have a deodorant, so that's pretty exciting. I think that I was impressed. Right off the bat when I came in, there was a list of rules. And when I say a list, it was a lot of rules. You know, everyone's polite and helpful, and it's kind of like a family.
Let's see how these showers are here.
You know, I thought that we would actually have cold water, but to my surprise, it wasn't that way. I also see a lot of need. There's just one lady out there, her name is Sharon, who was taking care of the majority of the group. Everyone's asleep since like 9 p.m. It is now midnight. I still can fall asleep. Keep you guys posted tomorrow morning. It is definitely the AM hours, and although I do have a bed, and I'm thankful for that, I am freezing. I kept tossing around. Only have one blanket here.
It took me 6 attempts to get it to flush.
It's so early. I don't want to get up. The lights are on here at the shelter. It's time for everyone to start their day. I'm out and it is the AM hours. It's pretty chilly outside. Got my coffee and my bread here. Pretty interesting night. Very quiet overall. Pretty chilly. You know, I did notice that there's a lot of things in need, like the staff. You know, we need more staff, more blankets, you know, more toiletries, more food. Although the shelter does provide all of that, I do feel like, you know, there's a lot of people who use or who need from the shelter. So a couple of things that came into mind, but definitely a very humble experience. I think I learned a lot about myself and about the people that I was surrounded with. You know, the shelter is not a place for you to just stay there and sleep the entire day. You know, you have to go out, find a job, or do what you have to do in order to survive.